and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, welcome along to Bag That Badge. It's cold. Oh, excuse me, it's cold. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Amy. Hello, Sebastian. Hello, Yoko. Hello, Adrian. Hello, Sebastian. Hello, whoever else is here. It's really cold. It is the shed quarters thermometer says 3.6 degrees. It feels a lot colder than that. We are off in 30 seconds. We have 16 or so people to run round the That's Amore route in Watopia, and it's 19 degrees where Sebastian is in the basement in Berlin. It's 7.8 degrees where Tina is. We haven't got Clive yet. I don't know if Clive's joining us or not. I'm going to go at 10 kph if anyone wants to join me, just to keep warm. And I'm having to use my normal phone again for the companion app. So bear with me while I just chat to everyone once my companion app actually connects. Let me restart it. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, by the way, I am watching chat, so I can respond to chat messages. If you'd like to say hello or ask me a question, then I am there, ready to answer anything you want. Anthony says, I did my run this morning outside. Frost on the ground was about between 0 and 3 degrees. The sunshine was nice and warm though. Hello everyone, welcome to Bag That Badge. It's absolutely freezing here in shed quarters in the UK. Shed quarters. But I'd rather be here on the treadmill than outside on the track like I was a little earlier. It's even colder outside, if you can possibly believe that. Hands up if you genuinely do not have this badge. Question mark. No, not question mark. Don't want a question mark there, do we? So we're doing the That's Amore badge, which is 6.7 kilometers. Schaefer doesn't have it. Okay, Jason. We'll get you through it. Berger as well said they haven't got it. Barry Berger. Amy says she doesn't have it, but I don't believe her. Amy, I simply don't believe you. Don't believe you, Amy. Of course you've got it. Robin says, nice hat, by the way. Thank you very much. The bucket hat is where it's at. Paul Sculthorpe. Hello, Paul. Hi, Paul. Nice to have you with us. So we are here every Thursday doing a new or different badge route. So if you are new to running on Zwift, come and join us every week to get a new achievement badge. The first rule of badge hunting is ellipsis. Do not stop running until the badge appears on your screen. Many people think they have completed a route and stop before the badge flashes up on screen. This route is 6.7 kilometers. Tina says, I purchased another Alexa today for my kitchen. My house stand. My husband is a total technophobe. He's so funny asking her anything. Yeah, we went a bit overload with the home assistants. So we've got a Google Home and an Alexa in here, in the lounge, in the kitchen, and in our bedroom upstairs. Because I often think that the two different assistants, I mean, I know there are others as well, but the two main ones are both kind of good at different things. Like Alexa is much better. She's not responding. She's much better at maths. Like if you ask her a mathematics question, much better at that. Generally better at like things like light switches and stuff like that. So I almost always use Alexa for lighting, turning bulbs on and things. Google is obviously much better for obviously the internet information things and the weather and stuff like that. I rarely use Siri, Sebastian. We have Alexa and Google Home in most rooms of the house, but we do not use Siri. By the way, for those people who are not aware, ellipsis, we are live streaming this event on the Zwift Run channel. So maybe we'll get a few people pop along who've never seen us before to say hello. Five kilometres to go. 1 mile done. One mile in for the Beacon group. Feel free to go faster if you want to, or slow down if you want to take it easy. Haven't done my watch. I was going to track the run on my watch as well, wasn't I? Did anyone see another big cheating scandal has been exposed in Zwift cycling? Did anyone see another Zwift cheating scandal has been exposed this week? South African guy in the UCI World Championship events hacked his trainer to give a false power reading. The thing is, it has now exposed a hack that a lot of cyclists have been secretly using to bump up their performances. This is why proper racing is difficult to verify on Zwift. And why, even when you are running a race on Zwift, you should consider it a fun thing rather than serious competition. Yeah, Tina says you only cheat yourself. Correct. Good evening, John Farrell. Hello, buddy. Hope you're well. Tina says it is a game after all. A lot of people get very upset at the thought of others cheating on Zwift. But outside is where it really matters. Yeah, Barry, yeah. That's right. Only person is that they hurt is themselves. Anthony said, well, yes, that's the thing, Anthony. The UCI World Championships, there is big prizes at stake. That's the difference between cycling and running, is that in cycling, they are now getting to the stage where it is professional and there are elite cyclists, there are big cycle teams competing in essentially pro level events in cycling, and there are pro level prizes at stake. 4 kilometres to go for the Beacon Group. I'm very happy to report that no one has ever cheated at running in Zwift. Ellipsis! Exclamation mark. That should start a conversation. Not. Yeah, exactly, Robin. And who would you be cheating? Yeah. Hello, Marcus. Marcus Holmes has joined us. No, you didn't, Sebastian. It was all in your imagination. I have it on good authority that all runners are honest and beyond reproach. Okay, 3 kilometres done, 3.5, 3.7 to go. Heather says, does setting your treadmill at 6% gradient for the FMR 500 count as cheating? Asking for a friend. Yes, it does, Heather. In your case, yes. No, of course it doesn't. It's all good as long as you feel. The point is, as long as you feel you're getting a good workout and that you are doing the best that you can in that situation, then it's absolutely fine. You know, I go on about, yeah, we must have the treadmill at 12%. If you want to, you know, you do you. And as long as you're happy, as long as you are satisfied with your performance, as long as you're satisfied with your workout, that you've got what you need from it, and that you can be honest with yourself about your effort, then that's fine. Yeah, Heather, Tina always does the FMR 250 rather than the FMR 500. I like it. Heather, yeah, you can tell your friend it's all fine. Fine. That's a bit of an unwanted close-up there, isn't it? Nobody likes that close-up. The yellow beacon group is approaching halfway. Yellow bacon? Question mark? Yellow beacon? Although I do like a bit of bacon sometimes. Not sure I would like yellow bacon though. Right, Robin. Hello, Robin. Robin says, I owe you a thank you, Stephen, for motivation for my first ever virtual run marathon. Useful tips on heart rate. Good stuff. Robin, congrats on your first virtual marathon. Robin, many congratulations on your first virtual marathon. If anyone else would like to do a marathon on a treadmill, there is one on Zwift on Saturday. Look in the companion app and you will find Saturday's marathon. Victoria said she would like to run. She would like to have run tonight. We did plan that Victoria was going to run with us tonight, but she's feeding the children instead, cooking dinner for the children. We've just been to the track, or to the track and field, where, excuse me, I've got hiccups. Where Elsa was doing her javelin and Ellis was doing his running workout session. And we got back just before this run, so if Victoria had done the run as well, it would have meant not feeding the children until 8 o'clock, and that's probably not a good idea. Heather says it's a much more meritorious reason. Yeah. She's doing a good job. 4 kilometres done, 2.6 to go. How is everyone's heart rate looking? Question mark. Mine is 118 BPM. No, it isn't, Sebastian. Come on. I don't believe you, Sebastian. 180. 148 for Paul Sculthorpe. 138 for Tina. 140 for Robin. That's a bit high. Oh no. Don't know who that is down there. It says they keep disconnecting. $166 for Barry. Well done, Barry. 140. Yeah, 140 for Sebastian. That's more like it. 145 for Amy. Well done, everyone. Just remember to run with a smile on your face. Just remembering Amy there. Yeah, well, Sebastian, when we say feeding the children, not spoon feeding them, I mean just Victoria's just cooking some food. They can feed themselves, yes. Like Amy says, yeah. Oh my God, Marcus. Marcus has just told me you might try the treadmill challenge next week. 100 miles in 48 hours. Oh my God. I don't think I'll be joining you, Marcus. I might join you for some of it. John Farrell says he wanted to run, but he had to work. Anthony says, whilst out running this morning, I saw a buzzard. I never realised how big they were until it landed in the tree just in front of us. Amazing. Yeah, buzzards are one of the bigger birds of prey, aren't they? Like, whereas a falcon, a peregrine falcon, is really small. What did Adrian just say? If you want to do an interval session, Adrian, don't mind me. We'll stop. You do you! Exclamation mark. Two kilometers here. Two kilometers to go for the group that likes eating bacon. Hope that hasn't offended any vegetarians or vegans. There may be some vegans in the group, you see. Yoko is right with us. Hello, Yoko. McNally is there. Let's drop some ride-ons. Time to drop ride-ons to all your fellow runners. Right, let me go forward. See if I can drop ride-ons to some people who are a bit further ahead. So we've got Dower ahead. Robin there. Robin, 149 heart rate, well done. Petterson from Norway, well done to you. And Miko. What flag is Miko's flag? Yellow, green and red. What flag is that? Not Hungary, is it? No. Yellow, green and red. Romania? No. Marcus, I would say setting it up as an open meetup. So make sure it's an open one, not closed, so people can join you at any time and run with you. Yeah, just don't make it a closed one so that nobody can see you, and you can't see anyone else. Right, dropping ride-ons. Lithuanian, thank you, Sebastian. He says Lithuania. And Barry is the last one there. Well done, Barry. Oh, is that a lady? Barry is a lady. Sorry, Barry, if you're watching. Tina says, we have a lot of buzzards here. One mile to go for the Beacon group. If you don't have this badge, remember to keep running all the way through until it appears. Amy Green, when I get hold of you! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Green has every badge there is, but keeps pretending she doesn't. Why does voice to text keep putting random full stops when I don't say full stop? Okay, just over a kilometre left for the Beacon group. Feel free to surge to the finish line if you would like. One kilometre to go. Well done to everyone who's taken part today. Keep it going, Barry. Barry Berger from the USA. She is on 4 kilometres, so she still has a couple of kilometres to go yet. Barry, we're going to wait for you at the finish line to cheer you across. Yes, Paul, great to see you again. So, 700 metres to go, crossing the famous Julian Washington Bridge. If you don't know who Julian Washington is, she was one of the first, along with me and a few others, we were one of the very early adopters of Zwift back in 2015. Julian joined just a few weeks before me, and her initials are on the bridge here. I think this is the right bridge. This is the Julian Washington Bridge. Am I right? It is this bridge, isn't it? I'm sure it's this bridge. Right, Heather, what are you guys talking about? Sebastian M? Something about a documentary about Messi and running on Zwift? What's all that about? I am intrigued. So 400 metres to go. But we will stop just before the finish line and we're going to wait for Barry to come in. We've also got Ken Shima as well, who, mind you, Ken Shima's only just joined. We've got Manique, who's on 5k. Unfortunately, there is not a mountain named after me. Julien did quite a few Centurion cycle rides when Zwift first came out. So that's why the bridge is named after her. Adrian, that was 2 years ago. I thought some people would fall for that. It was 2 years ago. It just came up on my memories. So I didn't do a sub 3 last week. Okay, I understand, Heather. Thank you. It was Heather's husband is watching TV and running on Zwift. Well done, everyone. Thanks for joining. We will see you next Thursday for another Bag That Badge. Oh, well done, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll stop. See you next week for another Bag That Badge. Right, we're going to stop and we are going to wait for Julian. I'm just going to open the doors a bit more. to let a bit more air in. Actually, let's just slowly walk a bit nearer the finish line. Tina's going to wait for Barry too. We've also got Manique coming in as well. Right, we'll stand next to Tina. Okay. Victoria says, well done all. Yeah, so I didn't really follow this conversation. I was very interested in this conversation with Heather, but there's some confusion about Sebastian. So your husband is called Sebastian then, is that right? Anyway, right, so he's watching TV, but he is also running on Zwift at the same time, is that right? Confusing. Anyway, okay, that is Bag That Badge done for another week. So next week we are back again with another one. Not sure what the route is, but I think it is another one on Watopia. So this one was that's Amore, but obviously I have all the badges, so I'm not going to get the badge. If you're curious, if we click, oh hang on, oh no, where's that other runner gone? We missed a runner then. Oh well, never mind. Okay, if you're curious, if we go to menu, badges, let me just click on the correct picture. And these are all the badges that you can get for running or cycling on Zwift. So these are the cycling achievements. And then route achievements. Now you may ask why I haven't got a load of these route achievements. Well, I stopped cycling on Zwift quite a few years ago now. So I started on Zwift cycling in 2015, 7 years ago, nearly 8 years ago. And when Zwift first started, obviously they didn't have all of these routes. So and when running came out a year after, I pretty much stopped cycling on Zwift. So I haven't cycled on Zwift for years, and all these route achievement badges came out after I had stopped cycling. I've got a couple of them, but not many. So that's all your cycling route achievements. Then you've got your running achievements here. So, you know, your first 5k, your first 10k, your first half marathon. There is also a marathon badge, which is part of your extra credit. And then here are your route achievement badges. There are 16 of them in all. So we've just done this one here. That's Amore. So we have plenty more to do. We've only just started back on in the past 3 or 4 weeks. So we've got plenty more route achievement badges to do. And the most recent ones are at the end here. Splash and Dash and Surfing Safari are the most recent. And then these 3 were added a few months ago. Mayan Bridge Loop, Italian Villas Circuit and Handful of Gravel. They were added a few months ago. Surfing Safari and Splash and Dash just a couple of months ago, or a month or so ago. And then you've got extra credit here. So there's the marathon one there. Look, so if you run a marathon on Zwift, you get that badge. And if you can run a mile in under 5 minutes, you get that badge. Now, I have to admit to you, that I think was a mistake, and I think it was a glitch in the matrix, because I don't think I have run a mile in under 5 minutes. I think that was sometimes the data gets a bit corrupted, and it must have thought I'd run faster than I actually did, or miscalibration of a foot pod or something like that. But anyway, I'll take it. So there we are. Right, so Barry is closing in. 5.1 kilometres done. So she's got just over a kilometre and a half to do to catch us up. But it looks like she's getting further away. 13 minutes. But I'm sure she's not. I'm sure she's closing in. So we will wait for Barry to cross the line. And let me look up her details. Okay, Heather's husband, this is quite confusing then, because Heather's husband is called Sebastian, but he's French. But there is a different French Sebastian running with us tonight. But there's also Sebastian, who is German, who is our regular Sebastian runner. Okay, so let's just find out a little bit more, if we can, about Barry. So we'll go to Find Zwifters and type in Barry. And what's her surname? Berger. Okay, Berger. Heard. There's Barry. So we're on fan view with Barry now. She's walking it in. Or she might be running, but she's running slower than the avatar will walk at anything below 6.7 kilometers. So if you're at 6.7 kilometers per hour, you will be walking, even though you might be running in reality. So there's Barry. She is level 16 on the bike. So she's done 1,335 kilometers on the bike. But only a level 5 runner. So just 75 kilometers run on Zwift. So she's going to add another 6.7 to that when she crosses the line. And she's got just over a kilometre left to go. She is closing in on us. Oh, she's sped up a bit. She's sped up a bit, so she's now running at 7.16 per kilometre. And it's coming down, 7.09. 6.7 kilometers per hour. So if you're going 6.7 kilometers an hour, you'll be walking. 6.8 kilometers an hour, and you will start running. So yeah, she is 53 years old, from the United States. And there's a picture of Barry with her bike there. So if you want to go and make friends with Barry Berger, then go and look her up on the Zwift Companion app, and you can click the little plus sign in the top right-hand corner to follow Barry. With 1 kilometre remaining. Tina Beard has fan view on as well. Marcus Holmes says, how would you break up the mileage over the 2 days? 50-50 or 60-40 or something else? Explain to me, Marcus, how the event works. Are you constantly on the treadmill for 48 hours? Or are you getting off the treadmill and coming back on? Are you having a sleep? Do you sleep, or do you stop? Are you stopping for meals and then getting back on? How are you working it? And what are the rules? I'm not sure what the rules are. So explain the rules to me. But in general, I would split it 50-50. You can take any... Oh, right. So Marcus is going to take breaks and he can sleep. Okay. So, yeah, I would probably do 50-50 if you can. Because it balanced... you could do 60-40. But, you're probably going to be just as tired the second morning. So if you do 60 miles, you'll probably be just as tired the next morning when you do your 40. Or be less tired, or just be the same amount of tired, but having done 50 miles and 50 miles. It's up to you, really, I suppose. It makes very little difference, really, I guess. Good night, Anthony. Take care. We'll see you next time. Jeff Partridge says, good evening. Hello, Jeff. We have finished Bag That Badge. We're just waiting on the finish line for our final runner to come through. Barry says, I see yellow. So she is closing in. You are getting closer with every step. .8 kilometres now for Barry. coming in with a heart rate of 155 BPM. Right, Jeff Partridge reckons you should do 60-40. So Jeff Partridge wants to bag miles and time. So that's Jeff's thoughts on the subject. I would probably go 50-50, just because I like even splits. But yeah, 60-40 would be perfectly fine. So Marcus says, once the clock starts, you have 48 hours to do 100 miles. Marcus says, I would just do it all in one go. Well, maybe. But I quite like the idea of having 2 days to do it. 50 miles a day, that's cool. Do 50 miles a day. Or just do 2 lots of 100k. Do 100k one day and 100k the next, and then you've done more than 100 miles. Right, Adrian is just missing the Italian Villas badge, so we will be doing that. Oh, I can't find it now, but we will definitely be doing that later in the series. And Barry is coming up to 6 kilometres done. $600 meters to go. Let us know as soon as the badge pops up on your screen. Marcus says the treadmill 48-hour race is a proper race and you get a buckle at the end when you finish. So if anybody else wants to join Marcus next week, he's going to spend 48 hours trying to run 100 miles on Zwift and get an official buckle for it as well. Jeff Partridge says, I'd do it in one go and sleep the second day. Nice one, yeah. Yeah, Marcus, just do it all in one go and then you can sleep for 24 hours. How about that? Barry, is it up for a run now to the end? Crossing the bridge with 500 metres to go. Heart rate of 160. Sebastian says, thanks, Stephen. Have a good night. Thank you, Sebastian. Take care. We'll see you soon. And when Barry gets to us, me and Tina are going to walk the last 100 metres to the finish line as well. Oh yeah, we did, didn't we, Jeff? Well, hopefully Marcus will be able to get that done. I'm sure he can. 50 miles and 50 miles, or 60 miles and 40 miles. It's all good. We'll come and join you for some of it, Marcus. Let us know in advance when you are actually doing it, and then we will come and we'll run some of it with you. I'm definitely not doing 100 miles, but I might run a little bit with you. But I've got quite a busy weekend actually of running this weekend. So, Amy says, if I can do it, Marcus can do it. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get it done. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday on the Richmond course. So on Wednesday and Thursday next week, Marcus is considering doing the treadmill 48-hour treadmill run, trying to do 100 miles in 48 hours on Wednesday and Thursday. If you want to come and join Marcus on Richmond for some of that, so we'll definitely come and join Marcus for some of it. Maybe Wednesday early would be good for me, but we'll see. Jeff Partridge says, did somebody mention a buckle? You're not going to do it, are you, Jeff? 100 miles on Wednesday and Thursday for a buckle? Treadmill challenge? Right, Barry has 400 metres to go, 300 metres to go before she meets up with us. And then we will walk in the final 100 metres to the finish line. So she says she's not much of a runner, but she's trying, which is great. We love people who come and join us with no fear and just get it done. And with a heart rate of 165, Barry Berger from the USA, 53 years old, coming in to finish the That's Amore Running Achievement Badge, Route Achievement Badge. And it's always nice to stand at the finish line sometimes and watch these people coming in. We've done it before. We'll do it again. If anybody's worried about getting left behind in runs that we are at, so Tina and myself or anyone else, Jeff Partridge I'm sure would do it, Amy Green would do it, we will wait for you at the finish line and we will see you over that line. And I know that I've got pizza waiting for me, so I am going to go and eat pizza in a second. Victoria says, well done, Barry. Jeff Partridge has the Works Christmas Bash on Thursday, so unless he gets them to change the Works Christmas Bash or brings his treadmill to the Works Christmas Bash, Jeff will not be doing the treadmill challenge on Wednesday and Thursday. Or if he runs fast enough, Jeff, if you run fast enough, you can get it done on Wednesday and then you can go to the Christmas Bash on Thursday. In fact, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Just get it done early and then you can go to the Christmas Bash. I don't know what you're complaining about. Right, here comes Barry. So let's walk with Barry to the finish line. Yeah, we can see Barry. There we are, just up ahead. So I'm going to start my treadmill and walk slowly. Here we go. She's going to overtake us and pass us. Come on. We need to speed up. There we go. Tina's running. Tina, now don't you try and win the race. There we go, we're done. Tina wanted to get over the line first. Fantastic, well done. See you again. And Barry's got the badge. It's flashed up. Well done, Barry. Amazing work. Right, we are done here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, Friday evening. What are we doing Friday evening? I can't remember what we've got Friday evening, but Tina says, my finger slipped. She just wanted to cross the line first. Well done, everyone. Right, we will see you tomorrow. I can't remember what we're doing tomorrow, but we will see you tomorrow, whatever. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for running with me. Thank you for the chat on YouTube. See you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.